22nd joint meeting.
Joint meeting of the Board of Selectmen and the Goffstown Budget Committee. Right up, Phil Devanza, Chair of the Board of Selectmen, will be here shortly. But first up, I believe,
Yeah, just want to try to, kick this thing off. I know that it's a long day for many of you. Just want to start off by saying thank you for coming on a Saturday. Hopefully, Mr. Budget Chair, the acoustics will be good here. I can hear you. All right, Phil Devanza's on his way, but we wanted to start going here. I know Sue gave a outline of what this morning is going to look like. And this afternoon, we will, if we can shorten it, if people don't have that many questions, and we're going through the presentations, we don't have to be here until 3 o'clock or later. It all depends upon the questions that you have. There will be an opportunity, this is an overview of the budget. There will be an opportunity for our department heads to answer your questions following in subsequent budget committee meetings. So that we kind of already chatted about. Today we're going to hear from our department heads and from members of the Board of Selectmen who are going to kind of co-facilitate each one of these presentations. All right. So before we get started with the sewer, I'm going to just talk to you a little bit about the sewer commission's budget. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about an overview of the town's budget. And the selectmen told me that I couldn't speak for more than 15 minutes, so I decided to scrap all PowerPoint slides because I figured that it would make me talk a little longer. I know you're happy with that. So long story short, what I want to direct your attention to is the first couple of sheets that Sue prepared. And I'm going to show you just a couple of slides. So there's these first 4 pieces of paper. And this is pretty much an overview of the budget as we're going to present to you. And what we provided you with was a tally of our 2010 budget, which was adopted in the year end, 2011, which was adopted and what is working, what we're doing right now. And then what is the proposed 2012 budget. And then what Sue did is she put in a column for the adjustment, which was from the previous year. And as you go through this, you're going to see that for the most part, if you go all the way to the bottom right-hand column, the subtotal of the operating budget increase is 3.12%. Now, that is not including capital items, so we move on to page 2, which is this next page right here. This is where we're going to be talking a lot about today. I'm not going to personally talk about the department heads will speak to their capital items, but you're going to see that that's a 153.99% increase. And because of that, that is driving this budget increase incredibly. All right. On the third page is going to be an overview of our revenues. So that will be, if you have any questions with regard to revenues, what you'll see for the most part is that our revenues are slightly increased, not a whole lot. So they're somewhat flat. And then on the 4th page, what Sue and Don, in case you don't know, Don Borer, he is our new finance director. So if you have never met Don, he is the new Janice. So, new and improved Janice. So, Don. So on the 4th page is an impact on the property tax rate. And but I'm not going to do this today, but if you'd like to, I can do it at a budget committee meeting, or Dan can do it. Just an overview of how the tax rate was set and things of that nature. On this column here, you're going to see over here there's a box that says an impact of this budget on home valuations. These are the new home valuations for a $200,000 home, $250,000 to $300,000 home. That's predicated on a very big a number here, which is the use of fund balance, which is $1 million. And we'll talk about that a little bit later today as well. That's substantially a lot more than what we have typically used, but the CIP items, the selectmen believe that it's justified. I'm going to just show you a couple of, just want to show you 1 or 2 things and show you what's kind of driving this.
Scott,
Yeah.
at a future budget committee meeting, you presented something at the school board the other night that explained
Yeah, and that's what I would do at a budget committee meeting, but not for.
Right, that's what I'm saying, can you do that and give that handout out?
Yes. Basically, for those who weren't there, the Board of Selectmen went over to the school board and just discussed how the tax rate was set and what that would mean on folks' tax bill, and I'll provide all that information to you at a budget committee meeting. Long story short, and I hope, is it?
Excuse me, are these switched all lights on, or can we set off a roll, Scott?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What, it's all or nothing?
No, there's a.
Turn that one on and turn it off.
Then turn the other one on.
Turn the other one on.
Yeah.
There you go, thank you, sir.
So, from 2011 to 2012, you'll see we have a slight increase in wages, about $63,000. You'll see about a $200,000 increase in benefits. That's a downshifting of some retirement costs as well as health insurance and some other benefits. Our purchased services, again, you'll see a slight decrease in the budget from $2.375 million to $2.294 million. An increase in purchased goods. The fuel, we talked about that. Our commodities, utilities, and fuel costs are going up. Our debt service is going up because we have a couple of different projects. One of them is the Mass Road. We've got that one. We've got a couple of those where that's gone up slightly. And here's the biggie. This is what we're probably going to talk a lot about today in the coming weeks ahead is CIP. It's over a $2 million increase in CIP. This should come as no surprise to many of you. We've had a garbage truck, we've had a road program, we've had our back-on truck, dump truck, you name it. This should come as no surprise. And we're going to probably talk a lot about CIP items. I won't talk about them. The department heads and the selectmen who are presenting will discuss that.